What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Archery YouTube channel. In today's video, as you can read by the title and thumbnail, we're going to be ranking all NFL 32 teams from on their tiers. So, let's get into the video. So this is going to be my honest opinion. I'm going to try to keep the bias out of it, and we're just going to be going in order. So, with number 1, we'll just start. We'll start with the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings, I would say, have a B season. Reason is their offense was good, but they did get lucky on games, and their just defensive coordinator is not very good at all. Um, Starting off the Chiefs, they had an absolute S tier season. They're from Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce. Their season was pretty good. Seattle Seahawks, I'm gonna be ranking them at B just because everybody thought they weren't gonna do good this season, but Geno Smith came up, pulled a big role. I think the Seahawks lost some games that they shouldn't have, but overall, the Seahawks had an amazing season. So, next up, the Arizona Cardinals. D season. Their season was horrible. They need to make some big moves over the offseason. Absolute horrible. The Denver Broncos. Their season wasn't good. I mean, I'm still going to rank them at a D. I think even though they got Russell Wilson this year, they definitely need to make some big moves in the offseason. Overall, their season was not that good. Same with the Texans. Their season was not good at all. Horrible, in my opinion. Same with the Colts. The Colts were really bad this year. They need to make some moves over the offseason, especially getting a new head coach, which they're in the process of. The Jaguars, I'm going to honestly rank them at a B season. That might be surprising. The Jaguars normally aren't very good. They're normally last in their division. But Trevor Lawrence and the Jags this season had a good year. They went to the playoffs and they beat the Chargers 31-30, and it was pretty. They're pretty good this year. Cannot lie. 49ers S tier season. They were really good this year. Brock Purdy definitely showed up. Mr. Irrelevant. But yeah, their season was definitely very good. The Giants, I'm going to be ranking them a B season. They definitely showed their season. The Giants could definitely be future contenders, even though they're in the playoffs right now. As I'm recording this, at least, they're definitely could be future contenders in the playoff picture. The Cowboys had an S tier season. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott. Their team is really good. No complaints about them. They're for sure have a future. The Falcons are going to be at a D season. They're so bad. They need to make some moves over the offseason to get a better team. The Jets, I'm going to rank them at a B season. Sauce Gardner and the team, Mike White, they're pretty good. So definitely could have been a little bit better this year, but they definitely upset everybody's predictions this year. Lions, also ranking at a B tier. Dan Campbell and the Lions. Everybody thought they were going to be last in the division, but no, they came out on top. Not on top, but still, they had an amazing season. The Lions definitely have a lot of potential. The Bears, honestly, D season. I think Justin Fields had a pretty good season, but otherwise, they need to make some changes, head coach wise, and just in general. The Eagles, I'm ranking them an A season. Yes, they had a very good season, but I think they got lucky on those games, and they just had a super easy schedule. So that's why I'm ranking them at an A tier. The Packers, honestly, I'll go C. They were terrible, but they definitely could be better. Obviously, this could be Aaron Rodgers' last season, so they probably do have some moves in the offseason. But I do think they were C tier. The Patriots were honestly not very good this year. I'll probably rank them at a I don't know. That's a tough one. We'll come back to that one. The Buccaneers obviously had an A season. They could have definitely been better. But they still came up on top, and they still got in the playoffs. I think they could probably make a little bit of moves because it wasn't their terribly best season, but I'll rank them in an A tier. Panthers D season. They definitely need to make some moves in the off season. They're horrible. Um, Rams were honestly not that good at all. I'll give them a C season. They could have been way better. Obviously they're winning the Super Bowl last year, but they definitely could have been way better this season. The Chargers, I'm ranking them at a B season just because they gave up that lead to the Jaguars. Also, I think they did have a decent season though, but could have been better, especially blowing that lead to that Jaguars team. The Bills had probably an S tier season. Obviously, we know what happened with Damar Hamlin, but they had an overall season. Kind of that Vikings game wasn't very good, but overall they did have a decent, good season. The Browns, absolute D season. Their season was horrible. Definitely need to make some moves in the off season, but their season was horrible. I'll give the Dolphins season a C. Actually, I'll give them a C. Their season wasn't terrible. I just think I'm gonna up them to a B. Their season wasn't terrible. Obviously, Tua got hurt. Tua got concussioned, but they definitely had a decent season. And I think when Tua was healthy again, they could definitely be a solid team. Patriots were horrible this year. A D ranking from them. They weren't good. I think Bill Belichick's time. I think it's his time to retire. He's just too old to be coaching. Actually, I'm gonna rank them a C team. I don't think they're a D team, but I think they could have definitely had a better season. The Raiders season was probably a D. I think they're just they just need to get better, to be honest. Going 6-11 is pretty bad. Next up, the Steelers. I'm gonna rate the Steelers at a C season. I think they could have been better. Actually, no, I'm going with a B season. Steelers won 9-8. They got over a high. I mean, they lost. They had won good games and they lost a couple bad games, but overall, I think that they deserve a B rank. Same with the Ravens. Ravens had a good 10-7 season. I think they definitely could be potential in their season. Same with the Bengals. I'm gonna rate them B tier. Had a good season, Joe Burr. Um, but yeah, overall, I think they had a good season, and I'm excited to see what they do in the playoffs. Commanders, honestly, I'm ranking them a C. Their season wasn't terrible. They went 8-8. Obviously, most people probably expected them to do worse, but they honestly really weren't that bad, so I can't really complain about them. The Saints honestly had a D season. Just Alvin Kamara was kind of a disappointment this year and just wasn't that good of a season. And last but not least, the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to be rating them a overall D season. They could have definitely been better, and I just think hopefully next year they'll come out better. And yeah, that is my NFL rankings. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below if you guys want me to do any more rankings or maybe MLB ratings or something like that. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm back to YouTube posting every Sunday. And with that being said, hope you guys have an awesome day, awesome night wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.